points on the board this season. What did you make of that performance, especially that second half?
Yeah, I thought, I thought we, if you look at the game as a whole, we probably didn't play the way we wanted to in the first half. But we obviously, we addressed that at the half-time, changed a couple of things and performed how we hoped we could going into the game in terms of how we set up to play against them. So I was really pleased and I thought we deserved it.
Anything in particular you thought sparked it?
A couple of little things around how we wanted to be a little bit more aggressive in our press against them. We wanted to make sure we were a bit more closer to their key players at times when the ball came into their feet. But also personnel change. We brought Jesse Daly on and he had a great impact tonight and shifted Jay a little bit higher and Riku out to the right and it was good for us. It worked well.
Yeah, just the word about Windsor Halls. I mean, he probably should have scored against City the other night. He's certainly taken that one very well. But just apart from that, he just looks like a very busy, lively, just dangerous player all the time. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, I think I said this before in the on the Fox broadcast. I said that you won't come across a hungrier, more a player with more desire than Dylan Windsor Halls. He's got it in him, and he's got the want and the will to work hard. The only thing that's missing from his game is goals, and it's not through lack of trying. He's been working hard, doing his job for the team without any reward. And tonight, I'm just so pleased for him because he got his reward.
Could have had two, couldn't he?
Could have had two, but we'll take one.
Yeah, stop it. Were you very worried at that point when Scotland got on the end of that shot of his? That was the first goal.
I wasn't worried at all. I had a feeling it might have been a goal because I could see the retreating Victory player on the sideline from the cross. So I was look. To be honest, at that point we took that because we didn't start well and it was a bonus for us. It got us into the game and. But typical of our first half, a pretty sloppy goal to concede for them to get back in it, and the momentum shifted again back their way, leading into half time. So, but any goal that goes in is a bonus.
No, just not yet.
Obviously, a radical different style of play to what Brisbane were used to at the start of last season. How have the players from last season's team adapted, especially the two centre backs, trying to play up from the back a little bit more?
Yeah, look, last year's was a back three. It was a different system. It was effective last year, you have to say, because of where we finished as a club. And but that's gone. And my preference is obviously going with a four. And the boys at the back have spent their whole career in the UK playing with a back four. So and they're good players. They're clever players that can adapt. And we've said all pre-season we want to be adaptable. We want to be adaptable in the systems we play, opposition. But the intent to play football, be a bit more attacking, will always remain with us.
You scored the second goal after a corner. Was that something you specifically focused on during training?
Yeah, always. Set pieces is a big part of what we do. We have some players who are good in the air. We looked at Melbourne Victory. We've seen the last few games in the ACL and we knew that was an area we could exploit. So we're pleased about the second goal because it was something we'd worked on all week.
After last week, was there a big emphasis heading into this game on taking chances when the opportunities arose?
It's always preferable. Yeah, we speak about that. If our performance is there, then we're happy because we know we're going to create chances with the players we have. And last week our performance was good without any reward. Tonight, especially in the second half, our performance was good, but this week we're able to take our chances.
And Riku Danzaki's second straight start, really impressive again. How impressed are you with how quickly he's acclimatised to the A-League?
Yeah, he's been good. But there's more to give from Riku. He's still very much underdone. He when the loan deal happened for us, he was then pulled out of games in Japan. So he's had a good layoff. So he needs to get a bit more minutes under his belt. But we're happy to have him.
How did he come across your radar? Because he's only played, basically high school football and Premier League Cup group stage games in his senior career so far. How did you find this guy? It was really fast already.
Yeah, it was a long story, but I'll shorten it by saying eventually when I did a scouting report on players of a certain type, I mentioned it to a friend of mine, Jade North, about players in Japan, and it just so happened he'd played for this club and put a call in, and so we had an instant contact with the chairman of Consadole Sapporo, and it was done pretty quickly. So.
Yeah, I found the second half to be slower than the first. Was that something you addressed at half time for your boys to take the game down, or do you think it's down to Victory's potential lack of fitness?
I think it's both sides. It's still early in the season. It's pretty natural. I think every game so far in the A-League, there's been a drop-off in not just the second half, but maybe the last 20 minutes. And given the preparation with COVID and lack of games, good quality games in pre-season, that's to be expected.
Seems to be a player you've got a lot of confidence in, especially deploying him that deep at the base of midfield when he's such a creative player. How have you seen him progress in your time with Jay?
Well, we've played Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory now, and he hasn't been bettered by anyone we've come across. His performances have been excellent. So, he slipped tonight, which is unfortunate, but great character for the kid to come back and play the way he played, especially in the second half. He was tremendous for us.
You play the same opponents next Sunday. It's freakish circumstances. How hard is that to sort of plan it? You'll be at home, expected to make the play, etc. Is it a very difficult sort of thing for a coach to come and play?
Well, I think it might be. It's something a bit different, but I think he might have an idea about how we might line up for the start of next week's game, and I might have an idea how he might line up now based on the injuries and what changed the game tonight. So, but look, it is what it is, and we'll just firstly we'll get back to Brisbane, recover, and see what next week looks like.
Just a general question: you're playing at that smaller ground, a bit more atmosphere. Does that make a big difference to the whole club and football in Queensland?
It's a great stadium. It really is. It was a good atmosphere last week. We didn't get the result we wanted. I think every time we've gone up there as a club, it's been a great advertisement for not just us, the atmosphere was great, but for the A-League. I think those kind of stadiums are conducive to good atmosphere and makes a better spectacle.
No, right.
And Sada Kudo, how far away is he?
Yeah, I think he might be a couple of weeks. Yeah, I think you can see with every side bringing the foreign players in, it wasn't an easy process. So we still think he might be a couple of weeks away, but he's training with us. He's looking good. He's showing his quality in training, but we can't rush him, and we've got to bring him in when he's ready to go.